Welcome to English SARATHI channel. English SARATHI presents multiple choice questions from the lesson Dr. B R Ambedkar based on new SLC examination pattern. Mahatma Gandhi called the depressed classes as dash. Options are Option A, scheduled castes. Option B, scheduled tribes. Option C, backward classes. Option D, Harijanas. The correct answer is Option D, Harijanas. Mahatma Gandhi called the depressed classes as Harijanas. 14th Amendment to the Constitution of USA gave freedom to the dash. Options are Option A, white people. Option B, black people. Option C, Indians. Option D, West Indians. Correct option is Option B, black people. 14th Amendment to the Constitution of USA gave freedom to the black people, black Americans. Mukanayak, Bahishkrita Bharat and Samata were recognized as authentic voices of the dash. Look at the options. Option A, higher classes. Option B, depressed classes. Option C, black Americans. Option D, West Indians. Correct option is Option B, depressed classes. Mukanayak, Bahishkrita Bharat and Samata were recognized as authentic voices of the depressed classes. Who chose Dr. Ambedkar to be the first Law Minister of independent India? Options are Option A, Rajendra Prasad. Option B, Sardar Patel. Option C, Jawaharlal Nehru. Option D, Mahatma Gandhi. The correct option is Option C, Jawaharlal Nehru, first Prime Minister of independent India. Dr. Ambedkar described the civil disobedience, non-cooperation and satyagraha as the dash. Options are Option A, divide and rule. Option B, British policy. Option C, grammar of society. Option D, grammar of anarchy. The correct option is Option D, grammar of anarchy. Dr. Ambedkar described the civil disobedience, non-cooperation and satyagraha as the grammar of anarchy. Dr. B R Ambedkar spent the most of his life by dash. Look at the following options. Option A, writing. Option B, purchasing books. Option C, attending conference. Option D, reading books. The correct answer is Option D, reading books. Dr. Ambedkar spent the most of his life by reading books. The one trait of Dr. Ambedkar that stood out throughout his life was that he was a dash. Options are Option A, thirst for books. Option B, voracious reader. Option C, social reformer. Option D, law minister. The correct answer is Option B, voracious reader. The one trait of Dr. Ambedkar that stood out throughout his life was that he was a voracious reader. The newspaper started by Dr. Ambedkar, such as dash. Look at the options. Option A, Mukanayak, Bahishkrita Bharat and Samata. Option B, Deccan Herald, Bahishkrita Bharat and Samata. Option C, Mukanayak, Bahishkrita Bharat and Prajavani. Option D, Mukanayak, Mangaluru Samachar and Samata. The correct option is Option A, Mukanayak, Bahishkrita Bharat and Samata. Dr. Ambedkar called the legislature, the executive and the judiciary as the dash. Options are: Option A, 3 pillars of house. Option B, 3 pillars of state. Option C, 3 pillars of the society. Option D, Constitution of India. The correct answer is option B, 3 pillars of the state. Dr. Ambedkar called the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary as the 3 pillars of the state. The position and powers of the 3 organs of the state are defined by the dash. Options are: Option A, Lok Sabha. Option B, Rajya Sabha. Option C, Vidhana Sabha. Option D, Constitution of India. The right answer is option D, Constitution of India. The position and powers of the 3 organs of the state are defined by the Constitution of India. Buddha said that there are only 2 castes, and they are. Look at the following options. Option A, superior and inferior. Option B, higher and lower. Option C, noble and ignoble. Option D, charitable and miser. The correct answer is option C, noble and ignoble. The Tamil poetess Avai said that there are only 2 castes. They are. Look at the following options. Option A, superior and inferior. Option B, higher and lower. Option C, noble and ignoble. Option D, charitable and a miser. The correct answer is option D, charitable and miser. The Tamil poetess Avai said that there are only 2 castes. They are charitable and miser. The British adopted the policy of dash. Look at the options. Option A, divide and rule. Option B, unite and rule. Option C, robbed and rule. Option D, give and rule. The correct option is option A, divide and rule. The British adopted the policy of divide and rule. Gandhiji stressed the duties of dash, Ambedkar the rights of dash. Look at the following options. Option A, higher classes, middle classes. Option B, higher classes, depressed classes. Option C, low class, high class. Option D, depressed classes, higher classes. The correct option is option B, higher classes, depressed classes. Gandhiji stressed the duties of higher classes, Ambedkar the rights of depressed classes. To achieve social justice, Dr. Ambedkar stressed the importance of dash. The following options are: Option A, agitation. Option B, non-violence. Option C, constitutional methods. Option D, satyagraha. The correct option is option C, constitutional methods. To achieve social justice, Dr. Ambedkar stressed the importance of constitutional methods. Dr. Ambedkar was a voracious reader. The word voracious means dash. Options are: Option A, fast, brisk. Option B, very eager for knowledge. Option C, reading with concentration. Option B, able to understand. The right answer is option B, very eager for knowledge. Dr. Ambedkar was a voracious reader. The word voracious means very eager for knowledge. The 14th Amendment to the Constitution of USA had a major influence on Dr. B R Ambedkar because dash. Look at the following options. Options are: Option A, he saw parallel of the situation for the higher classes in Africa. Option B, he could not see parallel of the situation for the depressed classes in India. Option C, he saw parallel of the situation for the higher classes in India. Option D, he saw parallel of the situation for the depressed classes in India. The correct option is option D, he saw parallel of the situation for the depressed classes in India. The Indian National Congress made Dr. Ambedkar the chairman of the drafting committee of the Constitution because dash. Options are: Option A, he belonged to the depressed class. Option B, he was one of the Congress leaders. Option C, he had underlying faith in the dignity of human beings. Option D, he was a voracious reader. The correct option is Option C, he had underlying faith in the dignity of human beings. The Indian National Congress made Dr. Ambedkar the chairman of the drafting committee of the Constitution because he had underlying faith in the dignity of human beings. Dr. Ambedkar was offered the post of the Law Minister of India because options are: Option A, he was the chairman of the Committee of the Constitution. Option B, he had great skills in law and legislature. Option C, he belonged to the depressed class. Option D, he was a voracious reader. The correct answer is Option B, he had great skill in law and legislature. Dr. Ambedkar was offered the post of Law Minister of India because he had great skill in law and legislature. When, according to the author, will Dr. Ambedkar's work truly be completed? Look at the following options. Option A, important posts in judiciary are given to the scheduled castes. Option B, equal opportunities are provided to the rule. Option C, all are treated equally before the law. Option D, social discrimination is completely eliminated from our society. The correct option is Option D, social discrimination is completely eliminated from our society. According to Dr. Ambedkar, misdirected and volatile agitations result in. Options are: Option A, change of government. Option B, loss of lives and public property. Option C, dictatorship. Option D, the formation of good government. The correct answer is Option B, loss of lives and public property. According to Dr. Ambedkar, misdirected and volatile agitations result in loss of lives and public property. Hitakarani Sabha and the Independent Labour Party set up by dash. Options are: Option A, Mahatma Phule. Option B, Mahatma Gandhi. Option C, Dr. B R Ambedkar. Option D, Buddha. The correct option is Dr. B R Ambedkar. Option C. Hitakarani Sabha and the Labour Party set up by Dr. B R Ambedkar. Chairman of the Drafting Committee of the Constituent Assembly. Dash. Options are: Option A, Rajendra Prasad. Option B, Dr. B R Ambedkar. Option C, K M Munshi. Option D, Nehru. The correct answer is Option B, Dr. B R Ambedkar, Chairman of the Drafting Committee of the Constituent Assembly. Dr. B R Ambedkar. One of the following was not a member of the Drafting Committee of the Constitution. Options are: Option A, Alladi Krishnaswamy. Option B, Gopal Swami Iyengar. Option C, K M Munshi. Option D, Nehru. The correct option is Option D, Nehru. One of the following was not a member of the Drafting Committee of the Constitution. Nehru. The constitutional advisor who assisted Dr. Ambedkar was. Options are: Option A, Alladi Krishnaswamy. Option B, Gopal Swami Iyengar. Option C, K M Munshi. Option D, B N Rao. The right answer is Option D, B N Rao. The constitutional advisor who assisted Dr. Ambedkar was B N Rao. Dr. B R Ambedkar came to be greatly influenced by the life and works of dash. Options are: Option A, Mahatma Phule. Option B, Mahatma Gandhi. Option C, Awai. Option D, Buddha. The right answer is Option A, Mahatma Phule. Dr. Ambedkar came to be greatly influenced by the life and works of Mahatma Phule. Babasaheb was elected to Bombay Legislative Assembly under the Constitution of India Act dash. Options are option A 1909, option B 1919, option C 1920, option D 1935. The right answer is option D 1935. Babasaheb was elected to Bombay Legislative Assembly under the Constitution of India Act 1935. Dr. Ambedkar is hailed as the dash. Options are option A, patriot, option D, modern Manu, option C, symbol of revolt, option D, modern Buddha. The correct option is modern Manu. Ambedkar is hailed as the modern Manu. Dr. B R Ambedkar was conferred dash posthumously. Look at the options. Options are option A, Padma Vibhushan, option B, Padma Shri, option C, Nobel, option D, Bharat Ratna. The correct answer is option D, Bharat Ratna. Dr. B R Ambedkar was conferred Bharat Ratna posthumously. When did our Constitution come into force? Options are option A, 15th August 1947, option B, 30th January 1950, option C, 26th January 1950, option D, 2nd October 1869. The correct option is option C, 26th January 1950. These are the questions from the lesson Dr. B R Ambedkar. These questions are very important for the examination point of view. Please practice. Thank you from Shur Prasad Hiregutti, Assistant Teacher, Government High School, BK Halli, Haliyar. Thank you for watching. We welcome your valuable feedback.